It's the NFL's greatest season ever on home video. We've taken the best of the best to bring you NFL football that'll grab your gut and cling to your memory. It's like the greatest to the third power. 3 volumes of NFL's greatest ever videos packed in one full-strength gift set. The plays, the players, and the game. This collection, hosted by Steve Zabel, offers the greatest catches, throws, tackles, players, performances, and much more. How much greatness can you handle? Team, nice concept, in life and on the field. The ones you stick by. Here are all the moments you most want to remember from the '94 season. 28 NFL teams, 28 NFL team videos, plus 2 expansion teams.
Hi there.
We're all a little nosy. Football's a vocal game. And we don't mean play-by-play commentary. And just what is it that the players are shouting at each other?
Hey, baby! We're gonna be here all day, baby!
Intimidation can be more than physical. Words push their weight around, on and off the field. We've grabbed the choicest sound bites so you can experience football as you've never heard it before. In NFL Turf Talk, the 100 greatest sound bites of the NFL.
This isn't college. You're not at a home conference.
I understand.
This is NFL, which stands for not for long when you make them calls. I'll be selling groceries.
This is 50 minutes of impact, the pure muscle of the game. Schwarzenegger saving the universe. Hey, you tackle problems every day. It feels good to watch someone else do the impossible for a change. It's NFL's 100 greatest tackles. This is going to be the high point of the season. Nothing comes near it, and you'll want to see it again. Superheroes, superpower. Coming in February on video, Super Bowl 30. You know when good just doesn't come near it, and great is only halfway there. We're talking the greatest. Be sure to own the greatest season ever on home video from Polygram Video and NFL Films.
First play of the game started the way we want to start the football game. Let's kick some ass. Let's go get it.
This is some football game right now. Somebody turned up the heat.
And now he's hit from behind. Fumbled the football at the 40-yard line.
Get fired up!
Pretty play.
Come on! Throw it easy, baby!
Through rain and wind and snow, nothing stops him from his appointed round.
That's it! That's it!
Shuler trying to get something going. Throws it up the middle. Got Truitt wide open. Caught it at the 30. He's gone. Touchdown.
I can't believe it.
Washington Redskins.
Well, he's for real now, isn't he?
Yes, he
Boy,
is.
He showed a lot of poise right there.
In 1994, the Washington Redskins marched to the beat of a new drummer. Norv Turner became the band leader. And while all instruments were not yet in place, he set the tempo for the future. Charged with bringing about a return to Redskin glory, Turner and his staff placed the future on the shoulders of rookie quarterback Heath Shuler. They made sure everyone noticed this up-and-coming star.
First one, that's a big one.
Is Heath Shuler a hunk or what?
The nation's capital fell in love with this sweetheart, but opponents didn't find Shuler quite as adorable. His baptism into the NFL was more like being thrown into a blistering frying pan.
First and 10 for Heath Shuler. Back to pass. Gonna go deep. Going into the end zone. It's gonna be picked off. How do you explain that?
I don't know.
That's all that is.
Lack of confidence.
Oh, that was a sad one. We'll get it back on the next go-round.
Taking cues from at least one Redskins legend, Shuler toughened down the stretch. His early mistakes became learning experiences to capitalize on, and he began to throw the football with the 3 Ps: poise, power, and precision.
Shuler checks it off, rolls to his right, scrambles to his right, looks in the end zone, throws it, falling down. Was it caught? It was caught. Is it a 2-point conversion? It is.
Turning the corner in the last 5 games, Shuler returned from injury and flashed the brilliance that had made him a first-round draft choice from Tennessee. Over the last month of the season, no passer in the NFC East threw more touchdown passes, 6, or for more yards than Heath Shuler did. He proved he could make every kind of throw, finding receivers open in triple and quadruple coverage. He proved fearless when left alone to face the fiercest of pass rushes. By season's end, Shuler turned from hunted to hunter.
Here's a play-action fake by Shuler. He's going to go deep. He's got Howard on a deep post. He caught it at the 35. He's gone.
Boy, that one will be on NFL films. That one was a perfect play.
Yes, it was.
Picture-perfect throws may have come easily for Shuler, but it took a little more effort to become accepted as the Redskins' chief. By playing with grit, bravado, an unquenchable thirst for competition, and an unwavering willingness to do whatever it took to win, he left no doubts he would be taking the Redskins a long way.
It looks like John Elway out there on the quarterback draw.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot.
When Washington visited the Rams in the season finale, Shuler looked for his first professional victory. Early on, he showed the nerves of a rookie.
Back goes Shuler in his end zone. Fires it out the left side. Almost picked off. It is at the 32, 22. Running back to the 10, 5, and into the end zone.
Despite the inauspicious start, Turner looked for help from his veterans and got it from Brian Mitchell.
Mitchell grabs it at the 23. He's back out to the 30, far side. Got the corner at the 40. Bye-bye. Down the stretch he goes to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown with a swan dive into the end zone. Washington Redskins.
But they trailed by 4 at the half.
We haven't won a lot of games, whatever. But look here, man. Whatever it takes for yourself, you know. Whatever your goals are. Start today, baby. You know. 1, 2, 3, whatever it takes. 1, 2, 3. Whatever it takes, baby.
Undaunted by the deficit in the third quarter, Shuler shook off his early jitters and played with nerves of steel.
Play action fake. They roll Shuler out, throws it in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Washington Redskins. James Jenkins pulls in the touchdown pass.
Yes.
Linebacker Ken Harvey almost single-handedly made sure that the defense wouldn't let Shuler's hard-fought lead slip away. The Redskins had been victims of close calls all season long, surrendering 6 leads in the fourth quarter, 4 in the last minute. Harvey knew that a win in the finale would go a long way toward erasing a season full of heartbreaking defeat. In their last game in Anaheim, the Rams didn't quit, and with one last chance at the end, went for the tie.
Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, it's long enough, it's no good, it's wide to the right.
Behind a team effort that was both good and lucky, Shuler got the win and set the stage for year 2.
Over the last 5 games, he played well. Having him an entire offseason, having him for an entire training camp, he's going to step up and be the player that we drafted in that first pick and that we're looking for.
Out of the shadows in 1994 stepped another rookie quarterback, Gus Frerotte. While Frerotte was almost a total unknown, it took him practically no time to find a lot more than just 15 minutes of fame.
Issue 1, Gus Frerotte. How successful will Gus Frerotte be against the Colts? Pat Buchanan.
John, if Heath Shuler's performance last week is any measure, which is absolute 0, this guy can't get less than a 5.
Michael Barone.
Say 2.
2. Clarence Page.
I give him a 6. He's very promising, but not against the Bears.
Morton Kondracki, Morton.
4 touchdown passes, rookie of the year, 8.
Look out.
I predict Gus Frerotte will come in with a smashing 8.
Pressed into emergency duty in Week 8, the 7th-round pick from Tulsa played like a seasoned veteran. He breathed new life into the Redskins, who continued to search for a new personality under their new coach.
Going to roll to his right and pass. Pumps it once, going deep. He's got a man. It's Winan. Catches it at the 10, keeps it inbounds to the 3. Oh, what a play! He's looking over the middle, looks right, throws it, caught it. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. James Jenkins with his second catch today.
226 yards and 2 touchdowns later, Frerotte rallied the Redskins to 24 consecutive points. On Gus's cue, the defense punished top Colt Marshall Faulk, holding him to 10 second-half yards following a long touchdown early on. Up 7 in the fourth, the Capital defense sealed the win.
Picked off, it's gone. Collins, touchdown, Washington Redskins. 22-yard interception return, Andre Collins.
He had it read all the way. He was waiting for that, baby.
With Colt fans making a rapid exodus, an improbable legend was born.
Sure playing like he wants to stay out there, didn't he?
He's sure playing like he's going to stay out there.
The upstart passer continued his rags to riches story with 3 more starts, and against the Eagles tossed 3 touchdown passes.
Back to pass for Frerotte in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
He became more than just a backup to Heath Shuler.
Tell me he didn't stick that one in there.
He blazed it, didn't he?
Wow. Tell me he didn't stick that one in there.
That's that guy called Gus. You gotta love him.
Gus for real.
Is he cool? Mr. Cool in that pocket.
A beacon for all men who dare to dream. This Jim Carrey didn't need a mask to go from zero to hero.
President Clinton, what do you think about Gus Frerotte on Sunday?
The successes of Shuler and Frerotte were due in large part to the NFL's most productive free agent, Henry Ellard.
Shuler back, play action, fake, steps up, fires it deep, got a man wide open. It's Ellard, breaks a tackle at the 30, he could be gone.
Ellard was the free agent find of the year by general manager Charlie Casserly and coach Norv Turner. He caught 74 passes for nearly 1,400 yards, second most in team history. But the most impressive part of this veteran's performance was that he regularly received double or triple coverage and had to adjust to the styles of 3 different quarterbacks.
Over the middle, got it complete out there. 50, he's gone. It's Ellard.
Second in the NFL to Jerry Rice in yards, he was lethal anywhere on the field.
Touchdown, Washington Redskins, 73 yards.
Ellard finished with 5 100-yard games, and his 2 TDs paced the Redskins to their first win of the season at New Orleans in Week 2.
Touchdown, Washington Redskins. Henry Ellard pulls it in.
What quickness he has.
He's done a great job at taking care of his body. He's an unusual receiver. Even at the age of 32 or 33, he can do things that most people can't.
An equally impressive find for the Redskins front office was linebacker Ken Harvey. With 13.5 sacks, he shared the NFC title and made the first Pro Bowl of his career. Harvey gave offensive coordinators fits, as few could develop a game plan to stop him. He became the first Redskin ever to lead the conference in sacks and set a career high in tackles. Mayhem was his middle name.
Back to pass, hit by Harvey, scoops the ball, it's loose, it's picked up by Morrison going far side. It's a live ball, and it's a touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Ken Harvey was fabulous. He deserved to be in the Pro Bowl. He just played great for an unusual number of games in a row. You know, there's some guys that have a great game and then an average game and then a great game. He played at a high level the entire season.
Playing at the same level as Harvey, cornerback Darrell Green showed he had as much substance as style.
How does that look? Does that look good? My nose clean? All right, good.
Throws it in the near side, picked off, Darrell Green, he's gone. Defense scores, touchdown, Washington Redskins.
The 12-year man continued to confound quarterbacks in 1994, recording 3 interceptions and setting Washington's career mark with 37. But Darrell Green was just one of several veterans who made outstanding contributions last season. Return man and running back Brian Mitchell may have been the greatest individual performer, setting no less than 6 team records and recording the second highest total of combined yards in NFL history. In the Week 2 win at New Orleans, Mitchell was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week for a performance that included an 86-yard kickoff return and this sensational effort.
Catches the ball at the 27, out to the 30, 35, right side 40, got a little seam to the 45, 50, spurt to the 40, cuts back, he's gone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins as he stops, turns, and backs into the end zone.
Mitchell starred whenever he touched the ball. He demonstrated incredible versatility to finish as both the Redskins' second leading rusher and fourth leading receiver.
Shuler to pass, blitz is on, dumps it over the middle to Mitchell, breaks it at the 40. Far side 30, cuts up the middle to seam the 20, the 15 to the 10. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Signed to a new contract, he's primed for more RFK records. But next year will be Mitchell's first without teammate Monty Coleman. In 1994, Coleman closed out a storied 16-year career that included 3 Super Bowl rings. He played the most games in club history, 216, and was visible and vocal in every one.
We got to play today for 60 minutes. It's our game. We're going to take this one home, baby. We're getting on that roll. We're getting on that roll. Get on that roll right now.
The team record holder for most career sacks by a linebacker, it was only appropriate that Coleman administer his last punishment on a hapless passer. When the Redskins drafted Monty Coleman in 1979, they had never seen him play. They quickly found out that he approached each game as an assault on Jericho and held the conviction that football was life's highest calling, requiring stern devotion and unshakable commitment. The same could be said of Charles Mann, who also announced his retirement. A stalwart at defensive end for 11 seasons, Mann was a catalyst in 3 Super Bowls and 2 World Championships. His 82 career sacks are second in club history, and through each one, he turned something brutal into something beautiful. As long as football remains a game of heart, as well as speed and muscle, Charles Mann will be remembered as one of the best. Like every season since their founding in 1932, the Redskins' name meant competitive football last year. It also meant unparalleled offensive line play, thanks to the return of tackle Jim Lachey, who had missed all of 1993 due to injury.
Jim Lachey's been doing an outstanding job blocking Charles Haley.
The Hogs provided the best pass protection in the NFC, allowing just 1 sack for every 26 pass attempts, 4th best in team history. Rookie Trey Johnson, number 77, a second-round pick from Temple, played in 14 games and will be a fixture who ensures continued domination of the line of scrimmage. The 1994 draft also brought wide receiver Titus Winans. The 3rd-round pick emerged by season's end as an exciting, dependable, deep threat to complement veteran Henry Eller.
Blitz, here they come, he's back. The protection's there, just as he's hit, he throws it. Winans, running catch at the 5, touchdown, Washington Redskins. Rookie to rookie for the 2nd time tonight, and the Redskins have the lead.
A 3rd rookie who made an immediate impact was number 92, Dexter Nottage. Playing with ferocious passion, few obstacles stopped him from getting to the quarterback. Just making the Redskins was a remarkable feat, since Nottage hadn't played organized football in over 2 years. The time off hardly showed, as he recorded 3 sacks and 34 tackles to solidify the end of the line. 5 rookies from the class of '94, Nottage, Shuler, Frerotte, Winans, and Johnson, made immediate contributions. And the Redskins continue to smile with the addition of this year's first-rounder, wide receiver Michael Westbrook from Colorado. The top-rated receiver in the draft and 4th pick overall, Westbrook adds to an already stellar receiving corps for Heath Shuler. As Norv Turner drives the Redskins toward the fall of 1995, an historic roadmap is close at hand. 3 times in their 59 years in Washington, the Redskins have undergone a complete rebuilding process and improved from a losing record to a championship game within 2 years. The last time a Redskins team traveled this route was in 1981, in Joe Gibbs' first season, after having won just 18 of their previous 42 games. The Redskins went 8-8. The following year, they won the Super Bowl. With enthusiasm, drive, and ambition, Gibbs brought about a stunning resurgence in Redskins football. He resurrected the Capitol defense, and it became clear that as long as he was in charge, the NFC's road to the Super Bowl ran right through Washington. Players like running back Joe Washington and quarterback Joe Theismann helped the 1981 Redskins lay the foundation for 3 Super Bowl titles. In 1971, RFK was abuzz over the arrival of another head coach, the excitable George Allen, who would turn a generation of losing into a decade of winning.
Let's have 3 cheers for the Redskins. Hip, hip.
Billy Kilmer quarterbacked a diversified offense as Hall of Famer Charlie Taylor ran the Redskins to 9 wins and their first postseason berth in 26 years. They made the Super Bowl in 1972 and the playoffs 5 times in 7 years. George Preston Marshall's Redskins were just 4 years old when Coach Ray Flaherty turned things around. The team had never had a winning season and had won just 2 games the year before. But in 1936, Flaherty guided the club to 7 wins and a spot in the NFL championship game. Beginning in 1936, the team won 74 games over 10 years, but more impressively, played in 6 championships, winning 2. Entering his second season, Norv Turner will try to keep with precedent and get the Skins to a championship. He's already gotten a big boost with the off-season addition of free agents like safety Stanley Richard.
At the 40-yard line, back comes the Charger. Stanley Richard is going to go all the way and score!
Nicknamed the Sheriff, Richard called the signals for the 1994 AFC champion defense.
Here comes pressure, looks and rifles, but intercepted by San Diego! Out comes Richard!
A Pro Bowl alternate, he brings instant backfield dominance.
Stanley Richards is going to go 100 yards for a touchdown!
He's a great athlete, really just coming into his own in this league as a player, and I see him as being a Pro Bowl type player.
Richard will be joined at safety by James Washington, a familiar sight, having intercepted 3 Redskins passes last year. With Dallas, he made Super Bowl 28 a personal showcase.
And they grab him, and he fumbles the ball, and it is picked up by the Cowboys. They run it back to the 35, the 30, down to the 20-yard line, in the clear, and the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5, and in for the touchdown goes James Washington.
No pressure, over the middle, the ball is intercepted by James Washington. Where did he come from?
He brings a great mentality to our team. He's a tough guy, likes a physical contact, and is an experienced player.
Seeking to shore up the middle of the defense, Marvcus Patton, number 53, joins the Redskins as an accomplished run stuffer and pass defender. The Bills' second leading tackler last year, Patton brings 4 Super Bowls worth of experience. What Rod Stevens lacks in Super Bowl play, he makes up for with size and strength. The middle linebacker led the Seahawks in tackles in '94 and scored 10 points alone in '93.
We think that solidifies our middle. Those 2 guys are good run players, good pass defenders, excellent tacklers, both of them, an area we felt we needed to improve.
The 4 newcomers join a well-stocked defensive line, led by Tim Johnson, number 78. The dependable 8-year man tied for the team lead with 9 tackles for losses. In his first year in D.C., linemate Tony Woods, number 98, racked up 4.5 quarterback sacks, second only to team leader Ken Harvey.
We got to stop that buddy ball, smash everybody in the mouth. Take the running backs to the stands, run up in the stands and slap their mama.
The most talkative member of the line, second-year man Sterling Palmer, was a dominating presence, leading all Redskin linemen in tackles. '94 was a difficult year for cornerback Tom Carter, But it won't take drastic changes in his game to return to rookie year form when he made 6 interceptions.
With the players we've added, we make the your normal improvement, then I think we'll be ready to compete with some people at a good level.
In Coach Turner's second year, the Redskins' fortunes lie squarely with Heath Shuler. Both men realize that for continued progress, they must follow one principle.
Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it on the field.
In the NFL's 75 seasons, few teams have done it with as much success as the Washington Redskins. 4 Super Bowl appearances in 9 seasons, 3 titles. In 1994, Norv Turner, Heath Shuler and company fixed the engine on the Redskin Express. In 1995, they'll crank up the RPMs, pick up more speed, and hope the tracks end up in Phoenix at Super Bowl 30.